you know, the new kids' hospital. They didn't build a bus shelter for those poor kids coming out of that hospital. So I went over to Breed Hardware and I said, Greg, Breed, I think you could like front me some like PVC, cement, and some buckets, and some wood, and a tarp. I'm gonna make a bus stop for these kids over there at the new Dell Hospital. He said, sure, Ben, and you can do it right out there in our yard. So we put it up, and we did it in a hurry, and the statesman who had reported this originally was there to protect us from the police who would have come and, well, it would have turned into an Arlo Guthrie story real fast. So we were soaking wet. We put up this shelter in minutes, and the paper and KI came under that shelter and interviewed us. And it was 9/11. And we were the news darlings of the day. It was completely ridiculous. However, we did get to go down to Julio's because we were starving and soaking wet, and we walked through the door, and here are these like really interesting musicians who generally look better at night. But they were looking pretty good because they were doing a good thing, and hence, we called it the Do-Gooder Cafe because that's where we all met. So from that day on, they were getting ready to do an SOS fundraiser. So I wrote this little song about the future of our friendship from that moment on. It goes a little something like this. Bill, you can come sing with us if you want. It was a rainy day in May down at the Do-Gooder Cafe when we was all feeling real good about doing good in the neighborhood. Yeah, Bob, that was my daddy's name, but that's not our claim to fame. You see, we all just seem to get along, and we found ourselves inside this song. It's a Livingston thing, you know we love to sing, but folks just like you, bada boom, bada bing, it's a Livingston thing. We like to write a song, but folks just like you, sing them all night long. It was about a year or so before Obama when we found ourselves down at the Yellow Mama guitar shop, that is. I was feeling just like an American man in that USA Department Mercedes van. It takes about a week to go one block in that rush hour tuk-tuk in Bangkok. Come on. Sitting around with old Bildgewater on the edge of town, do-gooders fighting a good fight, rehearsing up for SOS benefit night. Come on, boys! More me on the monitor. What key are we in? Whistle, guitar, and kazoo in hand, we barged our way right into that band. Yeah, that was about a year or so ago. Now we're sitting right here in front of you. Yo! It's a Livingston thing. You know we love to sing for folks just like you. Bada boom, bada bing, yeah, it's a Livingston thing. We like to write a song for folks just like you and sing been gathered.